podcast. Bringing you fishing tips, gear reviews, tournament news, and more. Featured guests from all over the nation. Now, 1 hour of live streaming via Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. Here's your host, John Rapp. Hey guys, welcome to the Rusty Hook Kayak Fishing Podcast. And we're working on Season 2, Episode 6. Thank you for hanging around and hanging out with me here. Because, well, it's a solo show tonight. So, a few things I want to talk about as we go into it is I want to run by my experience from the East Tennessee Kayak Fishing Show this past weekend, or it's been a week since I got back, and then I want to talk about tonight a few other things, like the first trail that we had from this season down in Florida. Looked like those guys that traveled to Florida had to deal with some really rough weather. So, anyway, I'm taking this damn hat off. Try to get comfortable. At my son's here. Hey, Nicholas, what's going on, buddy? Thanks for tuning in. Let's take a look at the most stream chat, see what we got going on here. But yeah, so what I want to talk about tonight is East Tennessee Fishing Show. Some of the products that we've seen down there. I got a few things. I also got some stuff in I want to show you from my boys up in Parsons, Travis and Harry, the Googan Bros. Let's talk about some of their jigs and Ned rigs. And while they were sending me the stuff that I ordered, they sent me a few things to throw you guys in giveaways. I tried to figure out here tonight how to do that. I was going to go on and do it live, but I encountered a technical difficulty by trying to go to everybody that's liked the page. Randy Newton, brother, thanks for tuning in. Nothing but love for you, big guy. But they sent me some jigs to pass out. I'm going to send these 3 jigs here. What's going on, Randy? I'm going to send this pack of 3. And then I got a Googan Brothers Love Box that we will send out. I've got a pack of glowworms from Payne Outdoors. So we're going to send those out. And then, of course, I wanted to show you guys and do a little comparison on why I like what Harry does up there on his hooks. I'm sure you guys have seen them from some company other than what you use, or that you may use, somebody that makes stuff. But it's just the way he does their hook style. So, I mean, you can see here, pretty good view right over my face there, the different type of, the way the hooks are offset. They're not completely a circle hook or a wide gap hook, but they're like I don't know what the name of that hook is, versus the standard finesse head that you get from Z-Man. So, I use both, but I like Harold's a little bit better. But I'm going to give you a pack of these things away, and as well as this here. So, try to put these out in the mail real soon for somebody. So, last week, had to cancel my show. Had a great time in Tennessee. Drove down Wednesday, took Wednesday off, went to Feelfree headquarters, and as you seen last week, I did about a 20-minute video walking around the warehouse. Had a great time there talking to Denver and Joel. Got to see Joe and Colby and the guys in the warehouse. I brought home a 3 Waters Big Fish 103. Hey, Stormy! Hey, Stormy, hang tight, Big Daddy. I'm going to hit you. I'm going to call you. Go get your nice shirt on, comb your hair, We're going to give you a phone call here in a little bit. But went down there and I picked up a 3 waters, and I picked up the pedal drive, the 103. So got a couple of those now, and I picked up a Moken 10 purple for Beth. You know, she didn't want a pink boat anymore. She said she's no longer a Barbie doll. She can't be pink anymore. Joe Farsons, God bless you, buddy. Welcome to the show. But yeah, so let's dive into some stuff here, man. While I get my websites ready, I am going to run a quick segment break, and then we're going to roll.
This episode is sponsored by our friends at Payne Outdoors. No nonsense, straight talk, outdoor analyst, and custom plastics. Googan Brothers Custom Tackle, custom made jigs and Ned rigs. Feelfree Kayaks. Pedal, paddle, or power, there's something for everyone. And YakGadget, proudly supplying you with American-made kayak fishing accessories and gear. Now, let's join our host, John.
All right, I'm back, guys. Hey, so the other item I wanted to show you guys that John and Charles were selling so quickly down at the East Tennessee show. I mean, we were killing it down there, fellas. We sold with Frontier Outdoors over 15 boats this weekend, or last weekend. I lost a week. While I was down in Tennessee, I got attacked by Megatron and his buddies, the Decepticons, and I got Omicron, or COVID-19. So, got home Sunday. I just thought I was tired from standing on the concrete for 3 days, wore out. But after I laid down, took a nap, after I drove home, Beth came in and I had a fever of 102. So I fought it for Sunday evening, all day Monday, Tuesday morning. I was doing pretty good. Had a real bad headache Tuesday, dehydrated, but after Beth took good care of me, and in the process, she got sick. So she's recovering. She's starting to feel a little better now, I think. But all of y'all out there that reached out to me and Beth and wished us well, appreciate it. It just wasn't me, but it was the guys that I was hanging out with down there too. All of us must have. The place was packed. It was off the hook. We had a great turnout, and you know, it is what it is. It's one of these things we got to live with nowadays. But I figure we picked it up from what Charles and John and I were talking. Rod, and shout out to Rod Snyder, my boy down at Frontier. I had a great time with you this weekend, last weekend. But there's John Thomas, his card. We were giving out cards, selling stuff. And the one thing that I want you guys to look at when you look at YakGadget products, I shared an item today and a bunch of guys responded to it, is this new phone holder that they have, man. I've got 2 of them and they rock. And they expand. They got rubber teeth in here. And I'll give you an idea. So you put your phone in it, expand it out, it ain't going nowhere. I mean, it's not going anywhere. It's just connected here by an 8 then you can move it around. And you know, of course, us guys that like the video are stuff from the boat right there. If you go back to my page, my personal page earlier today, I shared where John had posted something about his flex rod stagers. It's an excellent product. Great even for paddlecraft, because the way he's got that thing, it's on a where it moves. I don't have one with me. I meant to bring it. I left it at the house in the bag. But you can stage those things close to your boat where they're almost inside the edge of your gunnels, or you can move them out to the outside if you're comfortable with that. If you know they're locked in well. But it's a great product. Look at it on my page. So just wanted to go over that. these hooks, man. So let's go. Let's go look at some stuff. Let's bring up my boy Chris first. I think you guys, you West Virginia boys and all the guys that watch the show, if you've made an order from Chris the past few weeks, I just want to thank you for doing that. And don't forget, if you do need to make an order from him, he's provided us a really nice discount code. So make sure you go look at it, okay?
Well, it finally happened. We have actually sold out of everything on our store, all the quantities that we can keep up with. So thank you guys, first of all, so much for your orders. All the orders that have been placed are being filled, and I'll be filling those over the next 2 weeks. I've got new supplies coming in and everything for the restock of all the customs, and we will have all the different bait styles and colors and all of that stuff available in 2 weeks. But for the next 2 weeks, we are sold out. So thank you guys so much for all of your orders. And for those of you waiting on baits, they're actually going to ship probably in the next 7 days. So thank you guys. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Well,
yeah, Chris Payne Outdoors has been killing it. I do have a pack of glowworms I am going to send somebody out in a truck. So what I'll do in the next tonight or tomorrow at work, I will post on here I will go get everybody's names just like the page. I think there's 260. And what we'll do, we'll give away these 3 jigs. We got a 1/2 ounce. Looks like it's got a lot of purple and rustic colors to it. This one here is a green pumpkin, 3/8. And this one here looks like it's got some green pumpkin and some watermelon type flavor to it. It's a 3/8. That will go in one bag, and then I will send this to a winner too. It's got some Ned hooks here on the side with 4 jigs. There's 4 jigs in there. This from Googan Brothers. I mean, these guys are great guys, man. They make some good stuff. Harold and them got stuff in. So if you need some hooks, I would look him up, send him a message. So yeah, Chris just was on there. He was talking about selling out. So let's go back here. Let's go back to where I can get to Chris here, and let's talk about. Well, we just talked about Googies. Let's look at what they got up there real quick. This is some of the stuff they got on their page. This is their Facebook page. So if you have any questions about what they offer, man, just shoot them a message. And make sure you use our discount code on there. It's I think it's Rusty Hook 10. So Rusty Hook 15 is the code for the guy for Payne Outdoors. So if you're a WVK member, Rick Garavaglia has posted that on our page as part of our discount codes that we offer WVK members. So, yeah, hey, also, all right, let's talk about this weekend. And I missed it. That's not the page I want. I want that one right there. That Fishing Chaos, the leaderboard. So, look like on trail, the Saturday trail. I was following this pretty close, right? Because I am with the Paddle and Fin crew. And if you go over, they have a fantasy kayak fishing bass league. So I went in and I added names, made my fantasy fishing team. So I was following my boys. Now what I did, you get $50,000 to spend on your kayak anglers, and Jody Queen was my high dollar pick. He cost me $23,000. So I had almost $25,000 left. And I went in and I picked up Gene Jensen. And I picked up Casey Reed from Virginia. Storm Carver. Yeah. And Philip Backus. I picked those guys. So, I think the way, if I understand it right, the way that fantasy league works is to get points, they have to be in the money. It's not just based off rank, where you get points off rank. I'm not sure. Other fantasy leagues may work that way. I think the way Paddle and Fin has this set up, it's just cash, only money. So let's see. So there were. Oh, come on now! Don't you get all finicky with me over here. It don't want to move for me, does it? Maybe I need to open it back up. Let's see. Paddle and Fin's working. Fishing Kayaks. It's no wonder. Even the app's worth of crap. No, I can't even get the page to work. Let's just reset it there. All right. Here we see. Yeah, now it wants to work. Okay. So you can see our national champion from last year, Guillermo Gonzalez. He was your winner of the day one. And so let's see, my picks. None of my guys are in the top 8. Top 10, nope. Let's see. I almost went with Jason Isaacs. We should have. But it looks like, based off day one, my boys struggled. There's my boy Lance. Lance has been on the show. He had a decent day. There's Kyle. Kyle, West Virginia boy. He represented. So yeah, so apparently the conditions down there were pretty tough. So, and then on day 2, I had my team was solid, was really solid. I think when I talked to Storm, he said he was just 3 out of the money. But then we got Gene Jensen, finished 8th. And then Tim Isaacs, West Virginia boy, finished 9th. There's Stormy, 16th. Matt Ball, hey, good job, Matt, 15th. I had Casey Reed, there he is, 11th. So I had a couple guys on day 2 that actually cashed checks, so I should get some points from that. There's Philip, 23rd. So we had a hell of a good showing day 2 from West Virginia. So you know what? I yelled at my boy Stormy. So I told him to stand by. Let's see if we can reach him. Let's see if he's all set up, shaved, cleaned up. So we're doing this to the old Facebook Messenger. I'm not using tonight. I don't have my system set up with Discord. Oh, come on, Stormy. Don't be bashful. Answer that phone, Big Daddy. I guess he's being bashful tonight. Maybe he's got his girlfriend over, getting some mooches or something. I don't know. After being gone all weekend. Well, let's see if Gene Jensen's at home. Gene Jensen. Well, hey, Stormy's calling me. Woo! Never done it this way before. Heck yeah, baby. There, come on, Big Daddy. Come on into the house. Oh, wait. I hear him. Wait, where'd he go? You there? Stormy is calling me. Accept. Loading.
Hey, buddy.
Hey! Where's the Stormy at?
Uh-huh.
Turn it on video. Is your video?
Okay. Let me see.
Hey! I think it's coming. Oh, hey! All right, guys. Live, raw, and ugly in the vehicle or outside somewhere is Storm Carver. Man, hey, I was just going over the Kissimmee Trail results from day 1, day 2, talking about my fantasy team. Man,
Oh, yeah?
you had a pretty good event, didn't you?
Yeah, I had a pretty good one.
You,
It ended up going pretty good.
I'm proud of you guys. I mean, day 2. I mean, West Virginia guys had like 3 or 4 or 5 guys in the top 25.
Yeah, there was, I think, 5 of us in the top 25, and then Jason, Tim's boy, he was 29th on that day as well. So technically, there were 6 of us in the top 30.
Heck yeah, that's outstanding, man. So yeah, day 1, 30-mile-per-hour winds. You struggled a little bit. You actually got to fish Florida like you would West Virginia. So
You ain't kidding. It was about like that Summersville tournament a couple years ago.
oh, at 30 degree when we had out there.
Yeah.
Woo!
It was brutal. Actually, the wind was probably worse. It was consistently like 15 to 20 and gusting almost to 40.
Wow, that's a. Did you have any problem with your boat?
No, I didn't have any issues except for I kept getting blown. I was in a bunch of milfoil and Kissimmee grass, like in an airboat lane, and I kept getting. If I stopped pedaling or holding my drive in the grass, I'd take off flying backwards. So I ended up getting sheltered from the wind a little bit. I stayed behind a line of reeds and Kissimmee grass, but the wind ended up getting so bad we had to change areas.
I was gonna say you'd almost have to find you a cove or something, or get back into the. If there was cypresses down in there, you could get back into that where you could protect yourself. You have any monsters come up on you, Big Daddy? They come over and want a little taste of Stormy, or?
No, I never did see one while we were down there.
Well, that's
I didn't
good.
even see one last year whenever we were down there either.
Awesome, buddy. Well, hey, I'm sorry I surprised you. I don't know if you heard me shout out, "Be ready, Stormy, be ready." I was going to give you a buzz. You know, we're not on Discord tonight, so my camera's free, and I'm able to use this up to dial out via Messenger. So I thought, Chris is busy tonight. He's helping some children out with a feed. So I thought, well, I'll just do some calling out via Messenger and talk to folks and see what's going on. I saw you got back yesterday morning or day before yesterday?
Yeah, me and Rick left right after the tournament was over when we got everything put away. We left at like 4:30 and made it home at like 8 yesterday morning.
That's a good drive.
Yeah, we drove all night and we stopped in South Carolina and took a couple-hour nap and then drove the rest of the way.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take it y'all were in one vehicle.
Yeah, I rode.
Yeah. That makes it a lot better when you got guys traveling together. So what's on tap for Stormy next?
Next up, depending on how things go, I may go fish the first KBF trail at Lake Murray that Saturday. I might go fish it, but more than likely, my next is going to be the Bass Nation Kayak Championship on Russell, the first week of March.
Where's that at?
Lake Russell or Russell Lake. It's right below Hartwell.
Is that in Texas?
No, South Carolina.
Oh, okay. Have to look that one up.
Yeah,
Awesome,
I'll be there. Turn around at the end of March, go right back down there for the Hobie Santee Cooper.
Well, so the struggles that you were facing down in Florida, did any of your techniques up here seem to come into play with that colder temperature and colder cold front down there?
Not really. So I basically, day one, I was flipping isolated pads behind the Kissimmee grass line sheltered by Kissimmee grass and reeds. I was flipping those and catching some bucks, getting ready to make beds in there, and with just a 3/8 ounce Texas rig with like a D-bomb on it. And then day 2, I was catching them punching with a D-bomb and then flipping a Magnum speedworm into the isolated pads and just killing it, letting it sit, and maybe hopping it every once in a while.
Right. So it's not like you weren't catching fish. You just you couldn't get the size or the numbers that you needed, or.
Yeah, day 1 where we had to change areas and everything. I couldn't even, like, once the wind really picked up day 1, I couldn't hold myself in those areas I was catching them, and I lost 2 quality fish that morning. And then once we changed spots, I got a little bit of an offshore chatterbait bite going in an area we were sheltered on, but that was about it. Day 2, it was just so slow. I had to like, each punch, I was letting it set for like 30 seconds and then pop it once or twice and let it sit again.
Yeah, I mean, that's slow fishing for Florida. I mean, that's typical Summersville Lake fishing. Let it drop to the bottom and jig, and then work it, bring it back up.
Yeah, the only one that I got bit on the initial fall was at 20 3/4 I caught day 2. I punched in a hyacinth mat, and as soon as it hit the bottom, I felt it destroy it.
Oh, wow.
Which I didn't even think it was that big. I thought it was only like an 18 until I got it to the kayak and then laid it on the board, and I was like, oh shoot, this one's almost 21.
Even better. Even better. Outstanding, man. Well, hey, nothing but success. Wishing you the best. And I will let you jump back out of the truck, go back in, and give the missus some mooches, because I know you missed her. That's what I told everybody why you wouldn't jump on here a minute ago when I called you. It's like, he's got his arms around the missus giving her a mooch. He's like, I don't want to talk about fishing right now,
I actually just left her. I was in the truck headed out of her hauler, and I barely had service, and I tried to answer and it wouldn't connect. So I was like, I'll just call him back whenever I get to the road.
Awesome, buddy. Well, hey, nothing but the best for you, man. Look forward to seeing you soon.
Thank you, buddy. Look forward to seeing you soon.
All right. That was Stormy. Stormy jumped on and chatted with us, man. He is the total package. Hang tight. Let's go to a little sponsor break, and then let's see who else we can buzz up.
Payne Outdoors, straight talk, an outdoor product analyst and custom soft plastic maker. Check out our reviews and products at our website, payneoutdoors.com.
Feelfree Kayaks, something for everyone. Pedal, paddle, or power, we can outfit you to meet your needs. For more information, visit feelfreeus.com.
YakGadget offers all kinds of kayak accessories such as motor mounts, anchor systems, and other track-based items to make your time more enjoyable on the water. Visit their Facebook page, search YakGadget.
Googan Brothers Custom Tackle specializes in jigs and Ned-style lures. Brothers who know what it takes to put fish in the boat. Check out their Facebook page. Search
All right, we are back. Rusty Hook Kayak Fishing Podcast live, raw, unfiltered. Season 2, Episode 6. We're 30 minutes in, 30 minutes to go. Who should we call? So yeah, if you've missed the first 30 minutes of the show, we've been talking about hooks, jigs, baits, and other fine items that I recommended. We got some hooks here. I just got my supply in from Harold and Trav from Googan Bros. And I was doing a little comparison earlier showing how these hooks versus your Ned rig style hooks. So it's just a little comparison so people can see the differences. And so we're going to give away a few jigs. Some jigs here and a jig pack with some hooks from the guys at Googan Bros. Then also, for you guys that didn't want around, we talked about the YakGadget phone holder. You know, I mean, it's solid. You can twist it around. If you're like me, you got it on the edge of your boat. You got it facing you. So that camera's out there. It's pointing out toward the water, and you can hit record, catch a quick video clip of that fish that you got online. So that's from YakGadget. So anyway, we were talking about fishing kayaks, and I was showing you some of the guys when we had Stormy come on from Trail 2. Now, Trail 1, one of our boys he didn't have the best day, but the fish that he caught was off the hook. Monster. As a matter of fact, I don't think anybody beat him for 2 days. That somebody did catch another fish like his, but on day 2. But I think he won day 1 with the 24-inch fish. That's our big boy Jerry Spradling. I don't know if Jerry's on, but we might give him a buzz and see if he can tell us about that. He may be working. I know that he got back his shift. Where he's working those evening shifts again, or those 12-hour shifts at the shop. So we should be coming up on him. I think he finished 75th. Come on, baby. You can see her. She's loading there. There we are. Let's look at this monster. Load, baby, load. That's a nice looking big old brown largemouth right there. But this is Jerry's fish, if it'll load it for me. There you go. I mean, look at the size of that hog. This is a Feelfree Dorado. This is a 37-inch wide boat. He's got that catch board leaning against the gunnel right there, with it leaning out the top of it on the back side, and that fish almost goes from side to side. That is a hog. So congratulations, Jerry, on a hell of a catch. Doesn't hurt to give it a try, does it? So you know what? Let's see if Jerry's working. Hey,
buddy. I can't hear you, but
that's okay, man. Live, raw, and unfiltered on the Rusty Hook Kayak Fishing Show. Got Jerry Spradlin, Big Fish Jerry, as we called him years and years ago. Now looks like he's out at the Outback getting a bite to eat. Hey, if you can hear me, I just showed everybody that monster 24-inch fish that you caught down at Kissimmee there over the weekend. If you got a second there while you're walking out to get a fresh of breath air, yeah, I can't say it. Tell us about that fish and how you caught it, man.
Well, I'd thrown everything in my box, and I finally decided to get a lipless crankbait out and start chucking it. And I finally brought it over the right grass patch in that canal, and she smoked it. So, it's other than that, I mean, it was pretty eventless, but it's a new personal best, 24 inches, and I weighed it with my scale. My scale's screwed up. We weighed something with it down there, and it had 2 different weights on it, but I'd say it was pushing 8 because my personal best 7.5, and this fish was 1.25 inches bigger than it, and had a big gut on it. So.
Oh yeah, we were just looking at that photograph, man. So you caught it on a lipless crankbait.
Yep.
Wow, that's crazy. I
Well,
mean,
and come to find out, that's what Jarmo or whatever, Christine's boyfriend, that's what he was throwing all day the day he won the first tournament. So I was just evidently throwing mine in the wrong place.
right, right. I mean, so I was talking to Storm here just a minute ago, and he was. I was asking him. I said, based on you guys' style of fishing and the way y'all fish up here in West Virginia, and you got a little cold down there, windy. Did our fishing up here give you any? Did it help you out down there?
I was throwing the same thing. Pre-fishing was, it's hard to explain. Pre-fishing, every day that we pre-fished was different. I mean, you had cold one day, then you had cold and rain, then you had windy, and then you had cold. I mean, it was just, I couldn't, develop a pattern. But the first day we got there is the only day I fished until dark in a short sleeve shirt. And then every day after that, I was wearing hoodies and jackets and rain gear to keep the wind off. But the first day of the first trail series, it was blowing at 20 miles an hour and gusting to over 30. I mean, you've got a Dorado. You know how stable they are.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't have any trouble there with stability. It's just, you got 10 rods sticking up in the air behind you, acting like a big sail. And
right.
I'm not the smallest guy in the world, so
no, you're a big boy.
So it just blew you wherever it wanted to blow you. I went up in that canal thinking I could get out of it, and I got up in there, and the wind's blowing right straight up that canal.
Oh.
So
yeah.
It was another learn. Ended up middle of the pack and everything, with basically two fish. So the first day, I think I lucked there. Me and Kyle were at the house, and I'm almost sure there was like 53 blanks the first day. So it was rough. Kyle and I went to, I think it was Gentry the first night we got there, and we caught 7 in less than an hour and a half before it got dark, and we felt pretty promising about that. And then the weather just went to crap. So,
well, I just want you to know, Greg Kupfner says he was really disappointed.
Oh,
he said Jerry wasn't sending me pictures of fish while I was working.
That's probably what my problem was. I guess I should have sent him pictures. Maybe it would have changed the luck. I told the guy that cut my hair before I went down. He gave me my haircut, and I said I'm going to leave the beard for this trip. And I caught the big fish, there in day one, and it ended up being big fish day, for overall.
Outstanding.
And I went back today for a trim job. I said I'm going to give it one more chance, so I didn't shave it off.
So, well, what's next for you, Jerry? Where are you headed to next?
If I'm not mistaken, Murray is the later part of this month, and me and Michael Lahan had talked about it, and the way it's set up, it hits a couple of my days off, so I didn't have to use vacation. And me and him know what we want to do when we get down there, because we did it last year, and we're going to roll the dice and try that again and see if it works out. Both of us had technical difficulties last year. I broke a blade off my prop.
Yeah.
He broke one of the fins on his Hobie, so we were fishing handicap the whole day, and we were fishing in the river, so we were battling current, trying to get up in coves and stuff to stay out of it. But I caught a pretty nice fish down there on a crankbait. So me and him are talking about doing a float down there and seeing how that works out.
Awesome. Well, keep me informed on that. If y'all need a third wheel, I might be able to take some time off and go. So.
All right, we'll do, buddy.
Hey, man,
it's always more fun when more people go.
Appreciate you jumping on here and talking to us with the Rusty Hook Kayak Fishing Podcast.
All right, buddy. We'll talk at you.
Hey, yeah, well, I got you real quick. I was on the phone with Roland today for about 45 minutes, and we are getting our stuff together, our scenes to start our podcast for the Feelfree Fishing Team.
Oh, okay.
So make sure you're ready to roll on that. We'll bring you onto that show quite frequently and let you talk about your Feelfree experiences. So
now, you filled out your paper, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got everything sent in a couple days ago, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking forward to it. I mean, it's not off to a great start, but I mean that one fish made it worth the trip.
Heck yeah.
I mean, I'm sure everybody saw Philip Backus fish too. That was a toad. So they're down there. You just got to find them.
Amen, man. Well, I mean, if anybody can find them, you can. They're big fish. So
I always seem to find a couple big ones. I mean, I think I caught 3 or 4 fish over 20 down there this trip. So
that's a great time.
Yeah, we were the first night there. Like I said, we caught 7. I know for sure. It was in like an hour and a half. Caught them on Cinco's, and I hate to even say it, Ned rigs.
Boom, boom, boom. So, guys, that's Jerry Spradlin giving everybody a nice plug on these Googan Brother custom hooks. You know,
Yes, sir.
Googan Brother custom hooks. So,
All right,
look
buddy,
them up.
Uh,
God bless you, buddy.
Thanks for hollering.
Thank you for picking up.
All right, buddy. Bye-bye.
So that's my boy Jerry. Jerry Spradlin jumped on, helped us out, talking a little kayak fishing. And while he was at it, he caught a ribbon by our good buddy Greg Kuffner. So, let's see. Anyway, yeah, heck yeah, man, talking some kayak fishing. So, let's see here. Fishing kayaks. There's that fish from Jerry. I want to see. Let's see if we can find those fish. Philip Backus fish he was talking about. You guys want to hang tight with me here? There's Gene, Stormy. There's Philip. He had 15, 15, and 14 on day 1. On day 2, I know he was finished in the top 20 here. Let it load. Casey, Ken, Matt, Stormy, Jerry. There it is. It must be that toad right there. 19 and a quarter. Ooh, look at that girl. Look at how dark she is. Let me pull that up for y'all to look at. Yeah, I mean, look at that fish. I mean, that thing is black. Look at what a beautiful, beautiful dark colored fish. Can you imagine having a taxidermist to work on that? Yeah. So 19 and a quarter. Nice work there, Philip. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, I had Philip was 23rd. Jody was 20th. Storm was 16th. Casey 11th. And Gene 8th. I had a hell of a good fantasy tournament if it was based on rankings. My guy's done pretty well. Oh, so Joe Farson was talking about Philip caught one while pre-fishing, and he said it was a 25 inch. Whoa, wow, man, Joe, I appreciate that. I think we're going to have to go look Philip up, see if he's got anything on his
It finally
book.
happened. We have actually sold out
Philip.
everything on our store, all the quantities that we can keep up with.
So we're doing a little page snoozing here. There's Philip. Got some pictures of Kyle catching some fish. Whew. Yeah, there it is. There's that fatty. Thank you, Joe. So this is that fish they're talking about with Philip that Jerry was just talking about. It's a 24.75. I mean, look at that donkey. Look at the size of that fish compared to his hand. That has to be a 9-10 pound fish. I wonder if Philip, we'll have to check and see if Philip got a weight on that thing. So, heck of a fish, heck of a fish. Anyway, let's see. I ain't got much more to say. We talked about some lead rigs and some jigs from Googies. This YakGadget phone holder, I'm telling you right now, it's the best phone holder you can buy. It just flipped on me here. You tighten it up with this little screw here. It's got rubberized inside that holds your phone, pinches. It ain't going nowhere. So, and I got some Payne Outdoors glowworms I'm going to give away. So I'll be working on that tomorrow while I'm at the... Oh, Johnny said no weight, but it broke his ego net. Well, I believe that, man. I believe that, Johnny. Hope you're doing well, man. Looking forward to seeing you out somewhere soon. Anyway, I don't know where we were going like that, but Johnny, thank you. I think I was getting ready to sign off here. It's been a really good show. Appreciate the guys, Stormy and Jerry, for answering our phone calls. Joe, John, Randy, Greg, thanks for jumping on the show and leaving comments. Evan, appreciate that. Interesting show tonight. A little solo action, some phone calls, talking fishing with some of the fine folks here in West Virginia. Definitely want to try to get more of the guys from out of the area in. But I definitely want to get more of our guys interactive like I did with Jerry and Stormy when I'm not using my Discord. And so we can just come on and we can chit chat. We can talk about what we're going to do this year, how we're going to fish, what we're going to fish with. Hopefully, Old Man Winter, we'll find out tomorrow with Puxatony Phil or Concord Charlie down at Concord University when they bring out the fatty, and they can tell us what kind of weather we have coming up. Hopefully this big storm will miss us. It'll blow up to Ohio Valley. Don't wish it on you guys up there, but you guys are used to that snow up there at Lake Erie, so you keep it. Let us start warming up down here so we can get some fishing in here in the next 6-8 weeks and get our season started a little early. But make sure you guys get your supplies. I mean, while I was down at Feelfree Kayaks and while we were doing the East Tennessee show, we're expecting stuff to sell out quick this year. The way the money was flying at the show was just crazy. I know, like I said, with John and Charles from YakGadget, by Saturday morning, which is the weekend and the start of the show, they had already sold probably 70% of their product, and I was fortunate to sneak in there and get me $150 worth of stuff before it was all gone. But appreciate all you guys hanging out with me tonight. I believe it's about time to rock and roll. Let's see here. And head out of here. So, God bless y'all. Be blessed.